taking on the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jones looking to throw right away. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day? And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, it's Stevenson. Shrugs him off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing, Jones. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Robertson. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Off play action. Here's Hooker. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
The Lions at 6-4 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
In motion right, that's Williams. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down and 1.
Ready.
Here's Hooker.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you're playing on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth because it tastes you.
Throw left side is intercepted.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
We're scoreless after 1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go, Reed, go.
Gibbs on the toss left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Marcus Jones there for the tackle.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
From the gun, it's Hooker. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
18, Pioneer.
Hooker. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with the W.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, you know, I'm thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles. For years, we've heard the talk about these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host. I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Still going inside the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this will wind up the Lions first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. That is caught by Laporta. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the end around, here comes Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther streak.
They'll go again with Gibbs. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 14 yards that time for number 14.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Hurry, go.
They'll run with Gibbs. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Calling no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, at these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's fourth down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Hey, check that, street.
Fourth down, a give to Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out of the tackle and make sure you knock them back on the blocks.
A second down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Quick slant here to Smith. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robertson. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Hunter Henry as the first half is winding down.
And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On 1st and 10, Hooker.
Escaping the pressure, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Ready, ready. Hey, smash Bronco.
Gibbs straight ahead. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Come on,
2nd and 6.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. He finds his man. Complete. It's Holloway. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Hooker. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Hooker on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Hooker now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone. that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Hooker now off play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Offense at the line and set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here we go. 11.
Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Colts. Kylen Granson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
There you go, Scott.
We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day.
Ready?
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
Now Hooker.
He finds his man, complete. That's Holloway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there, a first down.
These guys certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
Here's Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second down and 8. Another run for Gibbs here.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
from 8 yards out.
And the Lions will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. The coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run once more with Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. As time has